In this video I'm going to show you how to create a page in the portfolio area of MyPortfolio. Click on Portfolio. There are two buttons that you need to be aware of. The first that we will use for this demonstration is Create Page. Click on Create Page. Your page needs a title. Now it's up to you what you do for this page, something personal, something of interest. I'm just going to have something very boring. Now your page needs a description. This is more for your audience so that they know what it's about. Tags. Tags help us find pages, journal entries and other things within MyPortfolio. This is very important when your collection starts to grow. Here are some tags that relate to my page. There are some different ways of naming your page also. I'm just going to choose my first name for this and click Save. This view here is the editable area for creating a page. It's organized in blocks, and these blocks sit within different tabs. There are two layers. Now to give you an example of this block here is for adding a single image to your page. As I hover over the icon, you'll see a description come up underneath, and it's the same for all of the other blocks. We're going to add a single image to our page. Click and hold an image and drag and drop it into the space below. Now there are two options. We can select an image that is already in our files area, that is in the content area of your portfolio, and to do that you click select and then save. It will add the image in. Now I'm going to do it again, but this time I will upload an image to my page. Click and hold, drag and drop. So what I mean by upload is to browse the hard drive of my computer, select an image and hit the upload button. And there it is. You'll notice that neither of my images have a name. The configure button allows us to make changes to any of the blocks that we've added. So I'm just going to call this one butterfly. And I'd also like to change the size of it. The next block I'd like you to add is under the General tab. Click General, and it's what we call a note. A note is a text box, and it's the multi-purpose tool for creating pages. Click and hold, drag and drop. We'll give it a name. And within the editor there are some handy little tools. You can add emoticons, much like you can from, say, creating an email. You can insert images from the internet, say a Flickr or Picasa account. You can copy and paste from Word. You can create tables, and when you have text you can highlight and add hyperlinks. The HTML button allows you to add source code from the internet, which means that you can add YouTube videos, slideshows, PowerPoints, that type of thing, using what we call Web 2.0 services. There's also a toggle button. The toggle button blows your text box up to a full screen and just gives you more room to work with. Last feature within the text box is use content from another text box. By clicking on this, you can select previously created text boxes and click Save, and it will add them to your page. Right, that's a great time saver. Okay, so far we've added an image, we have used the text box. I'm just going to delete that image. The next task I'd like you to do is click the title bar of the text box or the picture, drag and drop it to the other side. Okay, so you can move these around. The next feature I'd like to show you is changing the layout of your page. In the top row, click Edit Layout. I'm just going to choose 2 columns of equal width by clicking the radio button, scrolling to the bottom and clicking Save. Now I have 2 columns on my page. This tool here, or this block, is for downloading a single file. By clicking and holding, dragging and dropping it onto my page, I can go and choose a file from my files area. So I'm just going to choose a PDF document, click Select and Save. And what it has done is create a link to that document, so when I click on it, it's there ready for reading. Another important feature is from external content. Now, if you have a Google account, Gmail, etc., then you'll have access to Google Apps. Google Apps allows you to display documents that you've created within Google Documents on your page. This one here is for RSS. This allows you to add content from blogs, newspapers online, other websites that allow you to take their content and display it within your website. The middle block is for adding external content. I'm going to drag and drop that onto my page. What we want to do here is get the URL or the web address from any of these tools. Now, YouTube, very popular, we all know about that, but there are some other great tools here as well. TeacherTube, which is directed more towards teachers, SlideShare, Glogster, which is making online posters, VoiceThread for audio content, WikiEducator, Prezi. We're adding more and more to this list. Now, I'm going to get you to find a video from YouTube about ePortfolio. So we'll just give it a name first. You can find a video of your own if you want. And I'm just going to click on YouTube. It will open a new tab or possibly a new window depending on your browser. In the search field, type in ePortfolios. And just click on the first video that comes up, ePortfolios for starters. Just hit the pause button. Now what we want here is the address of this video. So you don't have to go to the share button, you can just use the address in the address bar. So I want to copy that, so I can right click and go copy, or Control C or Command C if you're on a Mac. I'm going to go back to the page that I was editing and paste that address in the content URL. Now I have 2 columns on my page. A web page is about 900 pixels wide. So with 2 columns, a width of 400 will fit in nicely. I'll click Save, and that video is now displaying on my page.
Meet Sandra. She's a busy academic at the University of Happiness.
I'll let you watch that later. Right, some other areas that you'll need to know about are journals. Journals are the tools that we use for our reflection, and they are within the content area of our portfolio. So when you create something in there, you want to move it to a page, you can click and hold, drag and drop it onto your page. From here you can browse or search for the journal entry that you want to add by clicking the radio button and click Save, and it will add it in. It's really up to you to play with the rest of the tools within MyPortfolio. In the next video I'll show you how to share your page.